CASEMIRO, picking up 2 yellows, no doubting the first one for a tackle on Enzo Fernandez in the 17th minute, Dermot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You're always going to get a yellow card for that. And so this was what the referee did well. I think he picked out the right ones. I think he left the right ones alone as well. The second one, people say to me, is it enough for a second yellow card? I'm forever saying not every tackle after a yellow card is a second yellow card. But the difference here, he's deliberately gone to pull him back. And we see every week, we see anybody that's pulled back gets a yellow card. People say he got the ball. He gets the ball because he pulls him back. But I think second yellow card, red card.
You know what, Dermot? I'm going to disagree with you there.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I think that was harsh there on CASEMIRO because on the football pitch, players know exactly what's going on. The players actually run across CASEMIRO. He can't get out of the way because he's running as well at speed. There's nothing you can do apart from like maybe put your arms up and try and get out of the way. I think that's what he's tried to do there. But then he's close enough where he's come around him. Like you said, he's got the ball. I think that's really harsh to give him a second yellow there to send him off. I think it's a foul, there's no doubt about that, but a second yellow, I don't think that's a second yellow. I don't think that's worthy of a second yellow. I think that was really harsh because he's just trying to get out of the way. There's nothing he can do there at all.
But he just stops him in his tracks, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the yellow card, the tackle, he's got the ball. There's no doubt about that, right? So we can't complain about that. It's when they're both running at speed, and he runs across him, like, okay, his hands are there, he's on him a bit, but
he's on him a lot.
He's run across, he's run across him though, which is good play from the forward again. It's good play, and you know he knows he's on a yellow card, and you get told that from managers. You know, if you've got a defender or a midfielder on a yellow card, you know, you're saying go at him, try and get him sent off, and that's what's happened there.
But you're actually, the more you talk to me, the more you're convincing me it's a second yellow because you've said you're a forward, you've done everything right, you've got to cross. I was a forward, that's what.
Yeah, but you've got to cross him.
To force his hand, which he has done.
Yeah, but I don't think that's worthy of a yellow card, a second yellow card. I think it should just be a foul. Because it is a foul, but it's just second yellow. I don't think that he's intentionally tried to pull him back there. Is it Esteval? Santos has just got in the way of him, got across him early. It's good play by the attacker, but I don't think it's worthy of a second yellow. So I'm going to disagree with you there, Dermot.
It must go to him, but no, good performance against Chelsea. Even though they were playing against 10 men, you can't be critical of them.
Let's bring Dave into the conversation. And Dave, you've been having a closer look at Manchester United's attack.
Yeah, because a lot of the focus so far this season really has been criticism of Manchester United's setup out of possession and the way that opposition managers have managed basically to exploit them defensively. At the opposite end of the pitch, United have been better, and really they should be. They spent more than £200 million on forwards this summer. So is it paying off? At the moment, they are underperforming their expected goals. They've scored 6 goals this season, but the underlying numbers suggest that perhaps they could have scored more. They've had the most shots of any Premier League side this season. It's the conversion rate, really, that's letting them down a little bit at the moment. They've created the 4th most big chances. So is it going to be the attack that is going to cover up any defensive problems? Are Manchester United just going to say, well, we'll just outscore you?
Yeah, I think that's what they did in the summer by spending over, as you said, 200 million. They should have gone and got a number 6. That's what they needed, a centre midfielder. If you're going to play that way, you need someone beside Bruno Fernandes that can do that. And I know they want Belieber, they were interested in him at Brighton, but that's where they should have strengthened. But I think you hit the nail on the head. They're going to try and outscore teams because they know they haven't got the players that can probably defend how they want to play that. But one thing they can do is cause problems. I've been at a lot of their games this season. Fulham, they were very good, but they just can't score goals at the minute. It's their finishing, and people will say it's unlucky. It's not unlucky. You're creating the chances. You've got to be clinical. You spent a lot of money, and it's down to that front three to deliver.
Anyone from Palace would fit into the United team? Maybe a number 6?
Yeah, there is, but I don't think we need to talk about Young
I don't think
Morton.
he's been linked with United, to be fair.
I think he'll be linked with every other team, but no, let's leave Adam Wharton where he is. He doesn't need to be spoke about. For now, let's leave him where he is, no.
I thought that might be your answer. Right, I said we were going to talk about Chelsea. We're going to do that in just a second. Defeat, of course, at Old Trafford, compounded by an injury to Cole Palmer. Palmer has started just twice in the Premier League so far this season, and Enzo Maresca revealed in his news conference earlier that surgery has been considered.
He did already a huge effort on last Saturday to try to play the game. Again, he tried Saturday morning, he did the test, it was okay, but not 100%. But he wants to be there. And it's more day by day, week by week, game by game to see how it is and decide what we do. They didn't mention me about surgery until today. Now I don't know if in the next days or in the next weeks, but I don't think so, to be honest.
A little bit worrying, really, maybe on the Cole Palmer front. It's not that Chelsea don't get goals elsewhere, but do you feel like is it fair to say, a little bit over-reliant on Cole Palmer for goals and for assists?
Yeah, they are. Listen, he picked up an injury against West Ham and they scored 5, but West Ham are not playing well at the moment. They are so reliant.
So you just shut me down
Yeah,
there,
no, you're right. No, you're right. They are very reliant on Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is their best player. He's Chelsea's best player. Worry for Chelsea. It's also a worry for England come the summer, because I've seen with this groin injury, if he does need an operation, you might as well get it sooner rather than later, because you can't keep picking up these niggling injuries that he's picking up, because we want to see Cole Palmer on the pitch. I think he's an outstanding player. He makes things happen. And because I thought it was another tactical reason why he took him off. And I
think a lot of people did,
what is happening here? But then as soon as I saw him walking down the tunnel, I thought, it's an injury. He's picked up an injury, Cole Palmer. And yeah, they need to manage him well, because he gives them that little bit of extra flair, which they miss at times. And I think if he stayed on the pitch when he went to 10-10, he would have brought them back into it.
For all the sort of money they've spent, and don't get me wrong, I know Liam Delap's obviously injured. João Pedro has got a couple of goals this Premier League season, but do they lack that really kind of big goal threat? You know, obviously City have got it in Haaland. This is why Liverpool have got Alexander Isak in. Yeah,
I get exactly what you're saying. You feel like that number 9, even though Delap's injured, and I do think Liam Delap will get you goals, and he's got a hamstring injury. Hopefully he'll be back soon. João Pedro's a fantastic player, but he's not an out-and-out goal scorer, João Pedro. He likes to drop into pockets and cause loads of problems. So they are kind of missing that number 9 who will get them the goals. I do think, as I said, I think Delap will score goals. I got a lot of faith in him. And at the moment, they just got to do what they've got to do until he comes back fit, because they're going to be relying on him. And also Cole Palmer as well. They need to keep him healthy. It's just strange, like Neto, because when you look at players like Neto, in a game like that, you keep Neto on the pitch. So this is your moment then. Just frustrating. The question was, did Maresca panic after that red card? Did you feel like it all got sort of too defensive and too negative too soon? Because it was Neto and Estevao as well. Yeah, Cole Palmer injury. I get Estevao. I feel sorry for the youngster, but you have to bring the goalkeeper on. Then you take off Neto and bring on Tosin. Why do you need another? Do you want to match Man United? I don't understand. I don't understand why you need to bring on another centre-half. Why don't you keep Neto up the pitch? He's one of the quickest in the Premier League. And you're going to have to a lot of defending. He can take you up the pitch. Neto can take you up the pitch. He's got fantastic pace, been in good form this season. I didn't get it. We were here, Soccer Saturday, it was 5:30. We were watching the game on the screen and we all said it. What a crazy decision. Why are you taking off Neto? It makes no sense to me. Listen, he's a far better manager. Keepers, and with their current centre-backs. This was Maresca's response to that today.
I think, I already said many times, anyone can say what they decide to say. It's not a problem. I think we improved a lot last season. For instance, if you see the last 3 or 4 tables in the last 3-4 years, we closed the gap with the first 1, 2 or 3. Now, for me, this season, the main target is continue to improve players, continue to improve the team, and try to close that gap. So this is, for me, the main focus for this season.
Not really having it then. Should they have bought a new goalkeeper?
1,000,000%. Everyone will tell you in the world they should have gone. As I said, they should have bought the goalkeeper that has just gone to Man City. Donnarumma.
Is it that easy?
It's not that easy, but I think if you come in for him and you pay the money for him, which Chelsea do have the money because they do spend a lot of money on players, could you have gone and got him? Maybe not if it was a choice out of Man City and Chelsea, but you never know. Were they in for him? They look like they're happy with Sanchez. Don't get me wrong, he's done all right at times, but your last line of defence.
We're talking about the difference, aren't we?
Of course, you have different makers. David Raya at Arsenal, different maker. Alisson at Liverpool, difference maker. Donnarumma at Man City, different maker. They are the 3 of the best goalkeepers around in world football. Martinez at Aston Villa. I know Villa are struggling. Big difference maker. Could they not have got him? There was talk of him maybe leaving in the window. It's the same at Man United when they don't go and get top quality goalkeepers. First and foremost, I want my goalie to be able to save shots. So I don't care. Sanchez is good with the ball at his feet. You're not judged on playing out from the back. You're not an outfield player. You're a goalkeeper. Make saves with your hands. And at the moment, he's making bad decisions for Chelsea, and it's costing them. It cost them last season. It cost them against Man United. So they should have gone out and got it. I'm big on that, and they should have gone out and got it. So, and when Levi Colwill gets an injury, should go and buy a world-class centre-back, because I think he's a very good centre-back. They've got a lot of young players, but you need experience as well, and that's what they should have done. So I totally agree with Jamie Carragher.
I love that we've been chatting for 5 minutes about Chelsea. We basically said for all the money they've spent, they should have got a goalkeeper in and should have got a striker as well.
Well, yeah, because you know what? And they've spent
goals.
a lot of money. They have spent a lot of money, but I do think a goalkeeper was a must for Chelsea. They should have definitely brought a goalkeeper. I don't think they will challenge for the title. I do think they'll finish they've got a great chance of finishing in the top 4, but I don't think they'll challenge.